Hello there and welcome to another short informational video from the Safety and Training Academy's video library. Today we are taking another look at building safety culture. This presentation focuses on how leaders shape lives. So please sit back and enjoy this short but powerful message. Picture this, it's 2:30 a.m. Your phone rings. The voice on the other end is shaky, urgent. There's been an accident at the site. In that moment, everything changes. The deadline you were worried about yesterday? Meaningless. The budget constraints keeping you up at night? Irrelevant, because now you're thinking about a family, someone's spouse, parent, brother, child, whose life has been forever altered. I've made that call. Many of you probably have too. And if you haven't, consider yourself fortunate, but not immune. Because here's the truth, that call doesn't have to happen. Not if we get one thing right. Safety culture doesn't start with policies or procedures. It starts with you. If you want to know how safe a site really is, don't just look at the PPE compliance reports or flip through accident logs. Look at the behavior and the priorities of its leaders. Because culture, safety culture included, flows from the top down like water finding its level. Walk any job site and you'll see it immediately. Workers mirror what management values. If leaders treat safety as non-negotiable, so will the team. If leaders cut corners, everyone else will too. It's that simple and that dangerous. I once visited a site where the project manager wore his hard hat everywhere, even to the cabin for meetings. His team noticed. They started doing the same. 6 months later, that site had 0 safety incidents. Coincidence? I don't think so. Your team watches what you do far more closely than they listen to what you say. Your actions set the tone. Your priorities set the pace. Every choice you make either builds trust or erodes it. There's no middle ground. Here's where it gets challenging. Deadlines loom. Budgets get tight. Competing priorities pull you in different directions. And in those pressure cooker moments, even the best leaders can be tempted to cut corners. But this is exactly when your safety culture is truly tested. When you're behind schedule and the client is breathing down your neck, that's when your real values show. Do you push the crew to skip the safety briefing? Do you let someone work without proper fall protection because it's just this once? Or do you double down? Do you say we're not moving forward until everyone is properly protected? Because that moment, when it's inconvenient, when it costs time and money, that's when you send the real message. Safety is non-negotiable. No matter what. So what does authentic safety leadership look like in practice? Let me share 5 pillars that separate leaders who talk about safety from those who truly live it. Pillar 1. Lead by relentless example. If you want safety to matter, it has to matter to you first. This means following every protocol, attending every safety meeting, being first to gear up and last to leave a safety walk. I know a supervisor who, despite having a titanium knee, climbs scaffolding during inspections because he refuses to ask his crew to go anywhere he won't go himself. That's leadership. That's setting a standard that becomes contagious. Your consistency sets the standard. One lapse at the top can undo months of progress, while one act of visible commitment can inspire an entire team. Safety isn't a commandment handed down from above, it's a conversation. The best leaders create environments where people feel safe to speak up about safety concerns. Think about it. The person operating the equipment sees things you don't. The worker on the 3rd floor notices hazards you might miss from ground level. But they'll only share what they see if they trust you'll listen and act. Encourage honest reporting. No fear, no blame. When someone reports a near miss, thank them. When they raise a concern, investigate it. When people feel heard, they're more likely to speak up before something goes wrong. Real safety culture gives everyone a voice. This means involving workers in risk assessments, establishing safety committees with genuine influence, and recognizing safe behaviors at every level. When people are part of creating the safety plan, they own it. When they help identify hazards, they're invested in solutions. When they see their input making a real difference, safety becomes everyone's responsibility, not just management's directive. Safety isn't static. The job changes, conditions change, people change. That means your approach to safety must evolve too. Invest in ongoing, relevant training, not just annual refreshers that everyone sits through half asleep. Use incidents as learning opportunities. Stay curious. Ask, what can we do better, safer, smarter? The best teams are always learning, always improving. They embrace new technologies, methods, and best practices. They see mistakes as opportunities to grow and not failures to hide. Here's the hard truth. A culture of safety only works when everyone is accountable, especially those at the top. This means clear consequences for unsafe behavior, regardless of rank. It means transparent investigation after incidents. It means regular review and improvement of your systems. But accountability isn't about blame, it's about responsibility. It sends a clear message that safety is everyone's job, and we're all in this together. Let me close with a question that should keep every leader awake at night, but in a good way. What will your legacy be? Will you be remembered for hitting every deadline? For bringing projects in under budget? Those are good things. But will you be remembered for something more important? For sending everyone home safe every single day? Will your culture be one of fear and shortcuts, or of care and vigilance? Will people look back and say, that leader, they truly cared about our lives, not just our productivity? Because here's what I've learned after 39 years in this industry. We're not just building structures. We're building futures. We're shaping families. We're creating legacies that extend far beyond concrete and steel. Every decision you make, every standard you set, every example you provide shapes your safety culture for years to come. The worker who goes home safe tonight because of the culture you've built, they'll be there for their daughter's graduation, their son's wedding, their grandchild's first steps. That's the real measure of success. That's the legacy that matters. So I challenge you, starting today, make safety your non-negotiable standard. Lead by example. Listen with intent. Empower your people. Keep learning. Hold everyone accountable. Because when leaders truly lead on safety, everyone wins. Productivity goes up. Morale improves. Families stay whole. Communities thrive. The choice is yours, every day, on every site, with every decision. Let's build more than structures. Let's build a culture where safety is the foundation. Because at the end of the day, the most important thing we can build is trust. Trust that everyone who shows up to work will make it home safely. That's leadership. That's legacy. That's how we change lives. Thank you. Have a safe and healthy day.